Welcome all. I am Jean George, Assistant Professor from the Department of Computer Applications, BSSS Bhopal. Today we are going to discuss about the topic data communication. In the case of data communication, we know it's a transfer and reception of data that will be digital or analog in between 2 points, like from one point to another point, else one point to multiple points. So sometimes the sender will be one, then the receiver will be multi-point or multiple person. Then in the case of data communication, there are 3 types of communication, like simplex communication, half duplex communication and full duplex communication. Then in this simplex communication, it's a one-way communication method. Data will transfer from one point to another point. In this example, in the case of electronics device, we can take as an example like keyboard or monitor. So in the case of keyboard, we can see it will always give input data to the processor. The same time, we can check about monitor. It will display data, always it gets data from the processor or from the computer, then it will display on screen. So it's a one-way communication method, or it is called as simplex communication. The same time, when we check about our real-time applications, we can see radio communication. It's a one-way communication. So that also example for simplex communication method. Next one is half duplex communication. This is the second method, half duplex communication method. In this, sender can send data, also receive data, but sender can perform one task at a time. If it is interested or if it wants to send data, it can send it, else it can go to the listening mode or receiving mode, it can receive data. It can do any one task at a time. Example, walkie-talkie is a real-time example for half duplex communication. Next one is full duplex communication. In the case of full duplex communication, at a time a sender and receiver can send or receive data at a time. That means in the case when we consider only the sender can send the data, also receive data in the same time. So this type of communication we can say full duplex communication. Examples in the case of our internet communication or mailing system or message sending method. In all these cases, message chatting, different types of chatting methods are there. In all these cases, we can say all these type of communication are example for full duplex communication. Now we can compare these communication methods with respect to different factors. Like first factor, we are selecting direction of communication. In the case of direction of communication, we can see simplex will be unidirectional and half duplex will be two directional and full duplex will be two directional simultaneously. Then in the case of send and receive, when we consider the sending the data or consider the sender, we can say in the case of simplex, sender can send data. That is the only task sender can do. In the case of half duplex, sender can send data and receive data, but one at a time. Then in the case of full duplex, it can send or receive data simultaneously. Then when we consider performance, which will be the best one? When we compare these 3 methods, we can say simplex comparatively giving a worst performance. The same time half duplex is more better than simplex, and full duplex surely we can see from all these things, full duplex provide best performance. Also, we have discussed some examples like in the case of simplex, keyboard and monitor, and half duplex, walkie-talkie, and full duplex, telephone communication or any types of internet or messaging system. As a second topic, now we are going to discuss about data communication network components. Just now we learned different types of data communication modes or methods. Now we are going to discuss about different data communication network components. In that, total 5 components are there. First one is data, second one is sender, then next one is receiver and transmission medium, then protocol. Here, when we check a digital communication, in the case of communication, surely we need data. That is the main part of any communication. Also, we should have a sender or receiver, then only we can say it is a communication. Then next one, whenever we send a data or we say something, it should reach to receiver through a medium. Sometimes it will be some cables, sometimes it will be air or whatever. There should be a medium. Then when we communicate, we should keep a set of protocols. If you want to communicate in a successful way, then there should be a proper protocol. For example, if I am communicating with another person, that person don't know the specific language which I am talking, then I can say something, but that person who is receiving that message, he will not understand the exact meaning of that message. So, protocol is also the important factor of data communication component. Now, one by one we can check. Okay, first of all we can check how this process is going to happen. So, from this picture you can see there is a sender. Sender is using a specific protocol. Then using that protocol, sender sending data through a medium. So, here they just show the line, but the medium will be different, like we are going to learn in detail, we are going to learn what are the different mediums of data communication. So, that time you will learn better types of medium like wired medium and wireless medium. So, through this medium we are sending data that will reach to receiver. So, receiver should have a set of protocol, the same type of protocol which sender is sending. Then only receiver can successfully accept that message. So, this is the process we can diagrammatically represent. Then when we check one by one each component, data or message can be various form such as text, audio, video, image or combination of any these. Like through a image also we can send some message, or other than that we can type some text material, then we can send it, that is also a message. Even we can send voice messages or we can send video messages. Nowadays through WhatsApp, all these type of messages daily in our daily life we are using. So, all these considered as data. The second component is sender, the device that sends the data to the destination. That device is called as sender. For example, from my phone I am sending a message to my friend, then my phone is the sending device or sender. Then it reaches to the receiver, like the device that receives the data is the receiver. That means I am sending message, so my friend receive that message in his phone, so we can consider that digital device or that person is a receiver. Then medium, the transmission medium is the physical path of the data to travel to its destination. Like whenever we send some data, there should be a medium. In vacuum, we can't send any data. So, section by section, we will elaborate and explain the importance of medium in the coming sessions. So, surely we should have a medium. Next one, protocol. Protocol is a set of rules that applies on the full data communication procedure. So, data communication procedure mein whatever rules you need to follow, whatever methods you need to keep, that are called as, collectively called as protocol. Now, we are going to discuss about different applications of data communication. First one is telnet. Its application, through this we can send message in between a sender and receiver in a LAN network. Next application is file transfer protocol. FTP, commonly it is a popular one, FTP, file transfer protocol. This one used to send file from one system to another system, even that system in a remote location. Then the third application is tagging people. We can tag people, like for example, nowadays even in US also they are adding some chips in different persons' bodies for getting some informations, like want to take some health information about that person, or even some person can store their account details in that chip. So, they can go through different types of supermarkets, they can purchase the elements in a way that they can take the component, automatically amount cut from the account. So, this type of different applications are there, that commonly called as tagging people. And the fourth application is instant messaging. So, through mobile phone we are sending different types of messages, then different types of chatting applications we are using. And the fifth one is video conferencing. Especially in the pandemic, we all use the benefit of that video conferencing. We conducted different types of video classes, discussions, conference, seminars through video conferencing. So, these are the different applications of data communication. So, here it is a picture how the video conference, this is also one method how to conduct a video conference. Then next one is FTP. So, in the previous time we are sending file from one system to another system, but nowadays cloud is also used to send or store file and informations. Then there are set of instant message applications, apps we can say, using that we can send messages. Now we are discussing what are the advantages of data communication. Through data communication, we can say there are main three factors, three advantages, like easier, cheaper and faster. When we compare the previous situation, we can say with the help of data communication and networks, it is very easy to communicate and very faster method. It is a very faster method. Within seconds we can inform something to some person, or we can join in some group discussion. So, it is very faster method and cheaper method. Like if you want to communicate with a person who is in the remote location, for example, I am in India, then one person is in US, I want to talk to him, then data communication network is the easiest and cheaper way. Other than that, it will be very costly. Then these are the advantages. So, in this session, we discuss about the first point is point 1, what is data communication. Next one, what are the different modes of data communication. Next, we learn what are the different types of data communication components, then advantages. So these are the topic we have discussed in the session. So if you have any queries, you can type. I will try to reply you. Thank you. Have a nice day.